Hello garden friends, welcome back, and today we are talking about how you can help beneficial insects over the fall and winter. Many of us support pollinators and beneficial insects during the spring and summer months by planting things like flowers, flowering herbs, and native plants. But did you know that many of those same insects will seek shelter in your garden during the late fall and winter months? Insects such as bees, wasps, ground beetles, and even moths and butterflies will find shelter in leaf litter and in hollow stems. So here are 4 things you can do or not do in your garden this winter to help support them. Tip number 1 is to leave your leaves. Leaving the leaves on your lawn instead of raking them up is a great way to benefit beneficial insects, as many of them will find shelter underneath these leaves. And as an added benefit, as the leaves break down, they will actually act like compost and feed the soil in your lawn. If you're unable to leave all of the leaves on your lawn, consider creating a few small piles, or you can brush them into a garden bed where they will act as a natural mulch to help protect your perennial plants over the winter. You can also leave any of the leaf litter that falls from these perennial plants. Tip number 2 is to leave up any plants that have pithy or woody stems. Plants like these fall raspberries and these hibiscus will send up new shoots every year, but instead of cutting down the branches before the winter starts, I'm going to wait and trim them back in the early spring. These hollow stems will provide spaces for pollinators to seek shelter and lay eggs in. So for example, with this hibiscus, in the early spring, I will trim back those dead stems to about 18 to 24 inches. This will still allow a space for things like mason bee larvae to have a shelter. And as that new growth comes up, it will hide those dead stems. Tip number 3 is to plant native perennial flower seeds. Many perennial flowers have developed a mechanism so that their seeds don't germinate too early in the spring. The seeds have a very hard coating which will slowly break down over those cold winter months. So in order for the seeds to germinate, they have to go through a process called cold stratification. Perennial flowers such as milkweed, rudbeckia, coneflower, lupine lavender, and perennial sunflowers often require cold stratification. And while we can definitely mimic this process when we're seed starting by planting these flower seeds in the fall, you can let nature cold stratify those seeds for you. And tip number 4 is to leave the flower heads on your plants. Over the winter months, the seeds inside these flower heads will provide a great natural food source for the birds. And there you go. Those are 4 ways that you can help support beneficial insects over the winter. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share with any friends and family that you think might benefit from my videos. Also, don't forget to check out my other social media accounts where I post daily videos that are focused on helping beginning gardeners. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.